It. Welcome to the episode, Luke and Lewis. Welcome, banger episode. All right, now
Whoa,
that's out
I was
of
a
the
little
way.
too pumped,
That
man.
was a
I
bit
apologize
much.
for
You look
that.
like you're about to pass out.
I think I am.
Xander, we stole Tom and Frenchie's producer. We got their Keehlan. He's like the opposite of Keehlan in the sense that he's much slimmer and does a good job.
Frenchie's gone back to Sydney and he's just left you behind with us. And now you're just doing work experience here. Finally, mate, you get to work on a real show. How does it feel?
Dude, you guys have a set. There's not a green screen and like proper chairs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, what did Tom and Frenchie sit in?
Dude, you know those like small plastic chairs you see at
Do
kindergarten?
they just sit on dildos?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought they would just be kneeling. They didn't even get chairs.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
But
big...
they're on those plastic chairs that you put like at a house party.
No, dude, not even that. Like, imagine the small chairs you get at a kindergarten, right? And the kids sit at the little tables while they're doing like colouring in.
But Frenchie's like 6'4".
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
too big.
That's why it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And
so Xander comes in, right?
He can't unionize either because he's the only employee.
There's one other one, but...
Yeah. Like what? Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Very small
good
bargaining
burn. Good
power.
burn.
Thank
That's
you.
good. Love that. Yeah, Xander walks in. We're in the Misfits place. There's just food around, you know, in case you want some. And he goes, "Oh, can I eat beans, baked beans?" I'm like, "Yeah, no worries." And then he goes in, grabs a can of beans in the other room, and he takes maybe 30 seconds. And I'm like, "Where's the microwave noise?" And I'm like, "Do you need a bowl?" He goes, "No, I'm good." I'm like, "Okay, he's found the bowl." And then he comes back and he's just eating beans out of the can cold.
Room temperature beans.
And then I go, "Dude, use the microwave." He goes, "Oh, no, I'm used to it. Cold beans are fine. I've been camping a lot." It's like that. Okay, cool.
But
you know,
you
I'm
don't
sure
have
if I was lost in the wilderness, I would eat berries to survive. I wouldn't have them for lunch in civilization.
The only better thing than like room temperature beans is room
warm
temperature
beans.
beans with like cheese grated straight out of the fridge.
Disgusting. That sucks.
Yeah, but Xander walks around literally drinking like milk out of the container.
So he did that in here.
public.
No, he did it in here, and I was like, "That's fucking weird." And then I go to this shopping center to get lunch, packed shopping center. I'm with him. I don't know. I just didn't notice. And we get in the shopping center, and he's drinking a 1.25 liter milk from the bottle in the shopping center. I'm like, "Aren't you getting lunch?" And he goes, "I've got lunch. Milk."
Dude, that post got taken down for bullying, though.
Yeah, I filmed him and I made fun of him, and even Instagram was like, "Bit far." And they took down the post for harassment and bullying. Did you report it?
No, I didn't report
Who
it.
the fuck reported? Snitch it.
Some listeners snitched.
Let
on
me
the milk
bully
bans.
other people's employees.
I actually thought when I watched that story, oh, that's a bit rough. Poor Xander. It wasn't me
Obviously,
though.
A lot of people agreed. But you know, welcome, mate. We hope to poach you. I mean, we won't pay you, but you know, if you want a job doing shit for
We'll
free,
pay you in room temperature beans. How does that sound?
That's
That
probably a
sounds pretty
better
good.
salary than what Frenchie pays.
Probably.
At least they'll be fed, you know?
Yeah. So Keehlan, Ruben is not here today. We think he's just cracked it because you guys had an incident after the show a few nights back.
Yeah, Ruben and Keehlan, you know, you hear them every now and then. They're bickering. Sometimes I'll listen back to the show, and I'm having so much fun with you, Luke, that I don't really notice what they're talking about. And then I'll listen back to the show with headphones on, like good headphones, and I can just hear, touching me. You're on my side of the table.
They do. They're
weird,
constantly
they do.
bickering. I've never met two men that have been forced to get along with so little chemistry. It's like they get along, but geez, they really
along.
one of those relationships.
what?
You know,
They
you see a
do.
couple and you go, "Oh, they're really working hard to make this work."
And that's great. You know, they don't hate each other. They don't not like each other, but you know, they're putting in the effort, and that's appreciated.
Yeah.
They've got, you know what, they've gotten a lot better. Ruben's opening for me at all of my shows,
Yeah.
which by the way, get your fucking tickets. And Keehlan is filming all of them, and you know, they're doing great.
Completely outside of work,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah.
But work.
During work, you both have the opposite idea of how to do things, and that's good for us
on
because
Because
you know.
Ruben's like, I'm going to do a good job, and
Oh, come on.
Alright, okay,
Ruben, I mean, sorry, Keehlan does a good job. Freudian slip there. Keehlan does a great job here. And you know, hopefully one day, if we could replace him with Xander, who will work for Beans. You know, because even if Xander does a worse job, which I'm sure he will work for Beans. So
How much
bit of a
are
trade-off.
beans?
how many, like, I don't know, like a can a day?
We'll have to run the math.
Did I?
Or maybe like a few beans from the can a day.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
4 beans a day. Now, you, cool beans. All right.
Yeah.
Can you tell the story?
I finished my show. It's going great.
Okay.
And I'm just setting the scene. You know?
Yeah, okay.
We finished my show. It's going great. Ruben leaves maybe about 10 minutes before Keehlan and I leave. And then we take all the stuff. 10 minutes later, we're going. All of the patrons have left. We're going to Keehlan's car, and we noticed that Ruben's parked right behind him, and he's still there.
Very closely.
Yeah, okay. Well, a bit of foreshadowing there. Ruben's parked behind Keehlan's car and still in the car. Must have been texting girls or something.
This sounds a lot like me when I was saying, guys, the lights were very bright at my show. The lights were very bright. That's why I said that horrible thing.
Yeah.
I did it again last night.
Awesome. Line, get classes. So Keehlan sees Ruben in the car and he goes, oh, Ruben's still here. And then runs up to the window and goes, blah, blah. And Ruben just does this. Hated it. Didn't think it was funny at all. Wasn't scared. Was just, come on, mate.
Yeah. And that's very Ruben.
I'm not on the clock. I don't have to laugh at that one.
They have that's why they have such, they're so opposing in what they think is funny.
Yeah. It's good
See,
for our show.
Keehlan loves a bit of, Ruben
It was so
enjoys jokes.
As a third party, it was so good watching that because Keehlan goes, oh, he hated that straight away, like one run-on sentence.
I'm actually a fan of both of their comedy, which is shocking.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Ruben's, well thought out, structured material,
Yeah.
and I love
Boring.
Keehlan's spontaneous screaming as
Yes.
well. It's
Yes.
great.
Oh, it is good. So anyway, whatever, we do that. Keehlan bombs horrifically,
That's all right.
Not, he's used
I
to
thought it was funny.
Yeah. Well, I
thought it was really
There you
funny.
go.
I thought it was funny because Ruben didn't. So there was some comedy in it. Most people laughed. All right, so Ruben's wrong. We get in the car. Keehlan starts driving, and you can tell the rest of the story.
I put the car in the reverse. This isn't my car. It's my dad's car. Same car that doesn't
And
have a
it's
handbrake.
not
by the
Ruben's
way.
car; it's his mum's car.
And I reversed straight into it.
Keehlan looks back, and he's really concentrating. Looks back, and then just immediately we just hear.
But that's the thing, is that he parked so close to me, I couldn't possibly get out. So it is actually his fault.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I reversed
good.
for probably a millisecond and then he hit him straight away.
And then I look back at Ruben, and he's laughing. So he thought that was a good one.
It's crazy what will and won't make him laugh. Like a scare, not at all. But his
Reversing
property
straight
being
into him.
damaged, that's a good one.
Pretty good. So that's good.
So do you reckon he's on strike today? That's why he didn't come in?
Yeah.
No, guys, it was because we're recording this on a public holiday.
It's actually because it was his mum's car, and after seeing the damages, she won't let him drive it ever again.
Perhaps.
So Keelan's also, we rode the bike in. We were on bicycle all the way from Frankston. We left at 4 in the morning. I was on the back. I'm not going to drive.
Yeah.
Keelan's been pumping away.
Yeah.
He's going to come in with like biker quads next couple of weeks. He'll be huge. But anyway, after that, both the cars are fine, so whatever. After that, was this the night we drove your sister home?
No, different night.
So different night, Keelan's sister came to my show, right?
Was she talking about me?
A little bit. A little bit. As we all know, Keelan's sister very famously once said, I would leave my partner in a heartbeat for Luke Kidgel any day of the week.
Yeah.
I think
She
that
was
the
actually
quote.
asking, is Luke opening for Lewis today?
Yeah. Yeah, she did ask. Yeah.
Not surprised.
Look, she said one thing a few years ago, offhandedly to Keehlan, Luke's cute, and it's evolved into this. But
That's how I remember it. I remember what did you say first?
I think she when you opened for me, she stood up in front of everyone and screamed in front of her boyfriend. She said, "Luke, I will leave my partner for you right now." And you couldn't see her. You thought it was a man. You're like,
Yeah. I actually worry that if I ever get married and it gets to the point, I'm not sure if they still do it, but they ask if anyone has any objections, like in Shrek. I worry that she's going to burst down the aisle.
yeah.
I
object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how much she really enjoys my stand up and my looks.
I think that's true, yeah.
Well,
All true.
well, Luke,
100%.
She would
you-
agree.
You will. I wonder if she ever listens to this. You
Hope
will be happy to know that Keehlan dropped her home with me in the car, and we were talking about the show, and then we were talking about my performance. She loved it, and then we started talking about Luke and Lewis, and she listens every now and then, and then we
that's
got
nice.
talking about you.
She couldn't stop talking about you.
I
Yeah,
know.
she was talking about you, and she said a few things. I'm sure you can guess what she said. And I decided to pull out my phone and start recording. And I called.
Do you have a permission to play this on the show?
I did. I had to ask straight after. She was a little bit drunk, and as you know, drunk words are sober thoughts,
Okay.
right?
I
So
feel like I'm about to get thrown under the bus here.
no.
She's going to talk some mad smack.
No, absolutely not. No, she was talking about you, and this is what was said. So you think Andy Lee's cute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it back in, no.
Cuter than Luke, though?
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
What? Easy.
Really?
Easy.
Easy.
The funny factor helps.
Funnier too. Brutal. Funnier. You may have missed. I said funnier too,
Yes.
and she said yes.
No, she said the funny factor helps.
Yeah.
So, which I clearly lack.
Mm.
I mean, to be fair on my behalf,
Yeah.
one, Andy Lee,
Mm-hmm.
I would agree, funnier than me. One half of one of the greatest comedy duos of Australian history.
Mm-hmm.
And
now.
true. And
Now.
secondly,
Yeah.
wasn't he Cleo Bachelor of the Year one year?
Yeah.
He's a good looking rooster.
Yes, he is.
I was thinking that the other day. How old is he? When he came in, I was like, geez, he looks. I was crushing on him a bit.
Early 20s, I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
Is
I
he
think-
40? No, he
he's
implied that he
23.
was like 39.
I thought he was 23.
He's 40.
Yeah,
No,
right.
no.
Isn't it crazy
He'd be
though?
in 30s, late
Isn't-
30s.
Isn't it
Yeah,
crazy?
he's
the what-
39.
Yeah. And isn't it crazy the difference between that and the Frenchie interview in person?
Yeah.
You know, Frenchie's just drooping.
Yeah.
Like his
yeah.
just skin's dribbling off his face.
Yeah.
You know,
You know, like, 'cause Xander looks incredibly young. How old are you, Xander?
7.
9?
No.
Oh.
But how old are you, like, legally on legal documents?
Oh, 19.
19. But you look like 9 years old. Do you think, like, the reason why Frenchie hired Xander is if you put them in the room together, they would even out to be about 50 years old?
Well,
Yeah.
little known fact, Frenchie's so old because he's a vampire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to suck the youthfulness out of me
Yeah,
to
yeah.
look younger.
Yeah. So, you know, in a few weeks, if we see you again, you might look a few months older.
A month, but he'll look decades.
Yeah. Because it's not working, you know. He's,
Yeah, right.
trying to wind the clock back. It just keeps on ticking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was some great audio. Thanks for bringing that to the show.
No worries. I
Much
thought you'd
appreciated.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a real punch.
It must be a blow to you because she still thinks I'm hotter than you. So you
Well-
are third.
Well, okay. I would look. You
Ugh.
talk it up. You and Andy Lee are done. As soon as I get my new team, it's fucking over. Andy Lee will
Yeah.
be Bachelor of the Year. I'm going to be Bachelor and Bachelorette because everyone will want me.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll be gender fluid Bachelor of the Year.
Wow.
That's right.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Andy Lee, we do have to get to the follow up from
Yes.
last week.
Yes.
We had Andy on the show. Great guest. Very enjoyed episode.
Yeah, thanks for checking it out and all the lovely feedback. We've been reading all of it. It was really cool. And you know who else had fun on the episode? Andy Lee, obviously, because he actually
No, he had a bit of fun.
he had a bit of fun. Look, it was a bit of fun. And he actually wanted to come back on the show to just revisit the idea of, is it possible to have a funny email signature?
Because he left a funny email signature on our initial correspondence with
I
him.
wouldn't say it's funny.
Well, true. It was
a bit of fun.
was a bit of fun. It was sent from ... I'll never tell you where this is sent from.
Yeah.
Now,
Bit
we
of fun? Not
we both
funny? Bit of fun.
sure, but then we both set ourselves a challenge to write one each, send him an identical email with each of our own having our own signature.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know what each signature we sent him.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I was nervous
Yeah.
about mine.
Yeah.
And
I was incredibly confident about mine.
Andy received the emails, and we spoke to him just before we started the episode. Here's how it went. Andy Lee, welcome to the show.
Nice to be back.
It's
Nice to be back.
great to have you back. You sound quite serious, which makes me nervous. I was hoping you'd sound quite amused.
Oh, well, I mean, it's been a while since I fun from you guys.
Yep.
Look, do we want to go straight into this? It was a competition. We're both going to have a bit of a sign off on your email message.
Yep.
Yep.
And I was going to call back in and tell you who was successful.
Yes.
Yes. So we have here a bit of the suspense music. I think we'll do it just like last episode. If you just read through, Luke and I both sent you the same email with a different signature with the aim of being as funny as possible.
Now, can I just say, I wasn't confident about mine. And I regretted it about 30 seconds after I hit send.
Can I just say, Andy, that I still to this day absolutely love mine.
Okay.
And I stand by it wholeheartedly. Okay? So why don't we go with Luke's email first?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play again. Was that funny?
Abided by the agreed format, so I was very pleased there. The subject line was mark from the two of you.
Yep.
Then, hey Andy, new paragraph. Thanks for coming in. It was a bit of. You both abided by the agreed format, which I was pleased to see. We're starting with Luke's email. The subject line said, thanks for coming in, as it did for both of you. Hey Andy, new paragraph. Thanks for coming in, it was a bit of fun. Cheers, Luke. And this is where the attempted funny sign-off comes in.
Okay.
Luke went with sent from an iPod Classic.
Is that it?
Sent from iPod Classic instead of sent from my iPhone.
And Andy Lee, was that funny?
No.
I did regret it. I just thought...
No.
Was it even a bit of fun?
I don't think it was even a bit of fun.
Hey, I said it. I told a few people and most people agreed it was a bit of fun.
You need some new friends because they're boring.
I definitely feel like it's... What is it? I mean, it's something different.
It's a parody. No, it's a parody of sent from my iPhone, and obviously.
I get the parody. I get the parody, but like it's when I said, I think I explained on the podcast. Bex says sent on the run, and then has a little running emoji.
Yeah,
that's almost a bit more fun.
I would say so. It has an emoji,
but. I feel like the nostalgia for my generation of people who bought the first iPod Classic, it resonates with who I'm generally emailing.
Relying on nostalgia for a punchline.
Were they called iPod Classics?
Yes.
Yeah.
The 30 gig iPod Classic. And again, mate, must have been a bit ahead of your time or something.
Oh, so you think Andy's wrong? You're blaming the crowd.
I'm blaming his age.
Really?
No.
But I was. How can I be blamed the age? I was around when the first iPod came out.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, my brain had more cognitive power than yours to take it in.
Andy?
At that time, I was more evolved.
What I'm doing is I'm trying to justify what was a 2 out of 10 joke.
Yeah.
And can I just throw, before you get to Lewis's, can I tell you the ones that I didn't go with?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe these were better. Maybe you made the wrong call.
One was disrespectful.
They have to be better.
This was my initial thought, and this one was quite immature, so I didn't go with it. I was going to say sent from your mum's house. Again,
he's laughing. You fucked up.
Oh, damn it.
Sent from your mum's house is funnier than sent from an iPod.
Oh, dude, wrong call.
And then the other one was, I don't even know if this is fun at all in hindsight. I was going to do sent from North Korea, then and then in brackets, please help.
That's also better.
Oh, so I should have gone with either of those. Damn it.
You've blown it.
And I went with the third one, which was that, and I just fired it off and went...
That one wasn't even a bit of fun.
Well, I did say I regretted it pretty quick.
As we said, it was something different.
Okay.
Well... All right, amateur hour is over.
Yep.
Let's get into my hilarious email signature to all of the audience. Brace for laughter. You might need a towel after this.
Wow.
Thanks for coming in, explanation. Hey, Andy, thanks for coming in. It was a bit of fun. Then you don't sign off with cheers, Lewis, at all. It just has your your, well, I suppose, email signature.
Mm-hmm.
And it has Lewis Spears, Chief Executive Officer, Dyslexic Assistance Department.
No, there's a little bit more.
Oh, it says create your own free signature at the bottom, which is a link through.
Ooh, too much. Too much.
Andy Lee,
Yeah.
was that funny?
Oh. Okay. There's a lot to unpack with this one.
Can you please read how I spelled assistance?
Yeah, you've got it wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and department instead of department.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware of what you did.
Yeah.
Is
Pretty
it
good.
funny? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I'm taking it. The confused yes.
Yeah, but I reckon you have to say it is. But here's the problem that it presents, and this is like, say if this was a battle of email signatures,
Mm-hmm.
I would actually prefer to have sent out from my own account Luke's. Here's why. You've actually gone away and made up a signature, which looked like a lot of effort.
Okay.
You thought about it way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yes,
that,
true.
That to me came across as really try hard. If I saw that each time, I'd be like, oh God, this guy thinks this is hilarious. Where Luke's had the feeling of like, oh, I changed that one time and I've forgotten about it.
Yeah.
But who cares? Because we see our format.
Yeah.
Yours really felt like, you put high production value into a kind of a 15%er.
I used a signature generator. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I felt like I was getting advertised to at the end when it says create your own free signature. It felt like suddenly I was getting spammed at the end.
We actually have, I actually noticed, I don't know if Luke, you noticed this, but in Andy's response, he actually gave it another crack and changed his signature.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to play another
We have
round.
to flip it around on Andy Lee. So I have this email. In response to mine, he wrote, email, bit of fun acknowledged. When should we do the follow-up? And then we have the signature. I think it's important to note that it has the official Hamish and Andy logo. It has Andy Lee's name. And then in the job title, it says high class escort. Now, Andy, I'll speak for myself here. I don't know about Luke. When I read that, I laughed out loud.
Yes.
I also read this. I realized I forgot about that. I also read this, laughed out loud, and then showed my girlfriend and said, now that's a bit of fun.
And is your girlfriend thinking of booking me?
She was very interested. So I think, do we just
That's
have to...
funny.
That's funny, yeah.
So I guess we have to choose between high class escort or your mum's house.
No, I mean, that's his. We can't take that. So the best of
Okay.
our ones were, I think we have to go with your mum's house.
I
I
think
think
so.
your mum's out.
All right, we've done it. The official email signature of the show is sent from your mum's house.
Gee, it has to be your mum. I don't know what the takeaway is. We need to put more effort into our email signatures.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, Lewis needs to put less effort in, and you just need to put a high quality joke in. There's actually somewhere in between, wasn't it, the two of you? Which is probably why the show is so good.
Yeah.
It's Lewis's preparation and Luke's absolutely no preparation.
Yeah. You're right. I'm doing all of the work, and then Luke goes, maybe a little bit less work, and then we meet in the middle.
Yeah.
That's a good takeaway.
Yeah. All right. Great. Thanks so much for joining us, Andy. We'll talk to
Bye.
you soon.
See ya.
Bye.
There was another one I toyed with on the sent from Tamagotchi. Oh, sorry. Yeah. That was it.
Sent
I was
from my
going to go sent
Tamagotchi.
from my Tamagotchi, but
I like
actually,
that better too.
yeah, but I didn't think you'd know what it was. Because
course he would.
Tamagotchis were very our generation.
Yeah, I guess very.
He wasn't a
generational
kid when Tamagotchis
Sent
were
from
a
your
thing.
mum's house is so funny. I can't believe you backed out of it.
Oh, I just thought, like, I don't know Andy very well, and I thought that might come off as rude.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get back to the show.
Yeah.
And we're back.
What a segue.
So that's
Keehlan.
is incredible. We now have the official signature for the Luke and Lewis 5 at gmail.com email. So if we ever respond to you, we'll have a little signature that says "Sent from your mum's house."
Sent from your mum's house.
Now, I think that this will be great for correspondence with the audience. I think this will be terrible for business and brand.
Yeah, we
deals.
will not get a sponsor on the show now
Yeah.
for ages.
Yep, so please do support us on
Yeah.
Patreon because, look, it's been a few months. COVID hit us hard. We haven't had a
Yeah.
sponsor. And with this email signature, look, it's going to be even more difficult. The
Yeah.
difficulty has been raised.
Pretty hard reaching out to brands and then
Yeah.
going, yeah, we love the brand, blah, blah. Also, cheers, Luke and Lewis, sent from ... your mum's house.
Yeah, yeah. So, great. Thanks to Andy Lee for coming on the show. That was, I would say, you know what? I would say that was funny. More than a bit of fun. That was funny.
The phone call or these email signatures?
I'm
You
saying
definitely tried way too hard with yours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. but
Overthought it. And I
think-
underthought mine.
I think I still like mine, you know.
I don't know.
Chief
Your one's too much
executive.
of it. It is a very written joke. It's almost, it's punching down a little. It's very
People with
you.
dyslexia aren't disabled.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's a cheap joke. It's
Yep.
punching down. It's
Uh-huh.
very Lewis Spears.
Oh, really? You think
Yeah.
that Sent from your mum's house is an expensive highbrow
That
joke?
is the pinnacle of comedy.
You reckon that's the Louis Vuitton of email signatures?
It is. It is. Well, that's why I didn't go with it. I'll be honest. But that's why I panicked and I
Yeah.
backed out of that one. Ended up
Look,
going.
I took a risk, man. That's all I can
You
say.
did. I didn't. I played it too safe and
Yeah.
went with Sent from my iPod Classic.
Really, really angry how much I laughed at High Class Escort. When I sent him mine and then he responded with High Class Escort, I
Yeah.
laughed and then I got angry.
Mate, Killing Sister's right. That's why he's got the funny factor.
Yeah,
You know, I still got some lifting to do.
yeah. All right. Well, you know,
Yeah.
when I'm going to cancel that shit out when I get my new chin, he'll become less funny because I'll be so attractive that people won't even notice
Yeah,
that
but
he's funny.
you'll still be trying too hard, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it won't matter. People will be blind. Have you ever met a model with a personality? No, they don't need one.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, they all suck. You meet them sometimes, like just around. Or is it like, what are those YouTube conventions? VidCon.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
You ever
oh.
meet a beauty vlogger in person?
fuck.
Some beautiful man or woman, and you're like, you are boring.
Oh my God.
What do you do all day? Oh, I literally look at my own face all day
Yeah.
and make it look prettier.
Yeah, and film myself making juice in the morning.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, man, I drove past my local pub the
Yeah.
other day. So I was
You didn't go in?
Nah,
Crazy.
I know.
Is that the whole story?
Yeah, all right.
That's
What's
a fucking
next?
ripper.
I was just I'm
Yeah.
working on my problems. No, I drove past with this local pub of mine,
Yeah.
and there was this huge banner out the front, and it made me question every single person you meet at a party that goes, I'm studying marketing right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing a marketing degree. And I always think, like, man, I wonder what they learn. Like, geez, if you come out of a 4-year degrees and with $40,000 of HEX debt, you must be able to come up with a few ripper slogans.
You'd be able to
Like
make
that.
40 grand in a month.
Good, because you're so good at marketing yourself.
Uh-huh.
It'd be pretty easy to get a good job
Super
at a
easy.
place marketing.
Yeah.
Read this slogan on a local pub. It just said the name of the pub and then below it, a great place to be. Now I thought, this is lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you really phoned it in
That
there.
could literally be applied to not even any business, but almost any address.
Anywhere. A great place
Anything.
to be. The beach.
You could be like McDonald's, a great place to be.
Yeah.
It's like it's a lie, but sure. So
Yeah,
is the
that's
pub.
Too generic.
Yeah.
It's-
Also, it's a pokey den. I've been there. It's not a great place to be.
No, a terrible place to be. If
It's a
you're
great
in the
place to
pokey
be.
room.
Yeah,
at
it's a great place to be if
Diamond
you have a problem and
Yeah.
no wife.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think far too generic. Marketing, people who study marketing are so weird because a lot of them, when you meet them, they can't even make you like them. Like, what chance are they going to have with a fucking Office Works, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I can't even like your personality. How are you going to get me into an Office Works?
Yeah, you're not going to be able to convince me to buy a watch or something off you on
Yeah.
Instagram.
I know.
Don't even like your face. It's then 24 hours later, I was traveling the freeway.
Oh, I'm tired.
You are a bit
I'm
tired.
feeling it. Halfway through the festival, I am flagging. And you're looking at your
Yeah, I
phone.
just started
What are
reading
you
emails.
doing?
No, we may have just hooked up a new sponsor. That's all right.
What? It's working already.
I know.
Okay.
We started talking about marketing. It's happening.
Yes.
It's called manifesting. How's the way we're just straight up pretending like we're not hella exhausted. And
Guys,
like,
look.
we really want to be here.
The shows.
I can't even wink. That's how tired I am.
Look, the shows have been incredible, but what we've been doing is we've been recording like 2 episodes a day because we've been having guests on guests.
Yeah.
Like, we have Andrew Hansen on the show. He's coming up. When's he coming up?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. He's doing a comedy festival show now that will be over by the time this episode comes out. So we did promise him that we will plug him. So go see Andrew Hansen.
There's like musical comedy. It's very funny.
Literally hilarious. One of the better shows I've seen last time I saw him. And just in case, you know, if you were going to wait to see how good the episode is before you buy a ticket, it was good.
Yeah.
So get your tickets.
So yeah, I saw a great
What are you
slogan.
doing?
Just
What are
having
you
a-
doing?
Imitating his laughs.
See, this is what I mean. Like, we'll be doing our show,
Yeah.
and Keehlan will be bullying whoever is sitting next to him.
He went. I had to make fun of him for it.
Okay, great.
Fair?
He had to.
Yeah.
The alpha editor.
Yeah.
Unfair, but I'll allow it.
I saw a slogan 24
Please.
hours after
Yeah.
the shit one
Yeah.
that completely restored my faith.
Mm-hmm.
It was a poo truck going along the freeway.
What's a poo truck?
Like it was a truck that was a waste, they cleaned the waste out
Sewage
of
truck.
those portable loos. Pretty sure
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
it was.
That would be a shit job.
Now, are you ready for their slogan? Are you going to give yourself a ding for that?
Oh, do the push down.
Should have given if there was ever a time on the show for the shit emoji, it would have been
Emoji.
oh my god. We're back.
We're only halfway through the festival. Do you realize that we've
Yeah.
done 2 weeks of shows? There's 2 more weeks to go, guys.
I'm having Scooby-Doo episode flashbacks.
I was
Same energy.
I was having lunch with Luke
Less
and Meg
Scoob.
earlier,
Meg.
and we're talking about Luke's show on Saturday at the Rubber Chicken, and I go,
World's funniest venue name.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're doing a show on the same night this Saturday.
We're going to have to put that plug in at the start of this episode. We didn't talk about our fucking tickets at all. So
True.
they've already heard it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, so you show at the Rubber Chicken, and then Sunday's the last night. And then Meg goes, no, you got to hold another week after that. And my whole world crumbled around
He
me.
went,
I thought we were almost
he
done.
goes, oh man, 1 more week to go. And I go, no, 2 more weeks to
Yeah.
go. And he
We're
went,
not even close.
he just went, and then he went, oh. It took him like 8 seconds to hit him.
Yeah. Keelan, remember when
Because
I
he was
said...
like thinking I'm wrong. He's like, no, no, it can't be.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I thought you were doing it at the Rubber Chicken, because it was the last.
Sorry, it's such a funny venue name that every time I hear the word rubber chicken, I just start to laugh. It's objectively the world's funniest venue name.
It is.
And they love when I say that. I remember I told you before, I said, man, it's going to be real difficult. You should pick a couple days you have off. You're like, no, I can do it. And now you've lost the sense of time.
Yeah.
You have
And
no
now I
idea what
can't
time
have
it
any
is.
nights off because the secondary cameraman is in hospital.
Oh, that's what we need to talk about. So,
Can I finish my poo truck story?
should we take a vote? Should we take a vote?
I vote no.
Yeah, I'm voting no.
Their
Sorry.
slogan was really good, and you're never going to hear
All
it.
right, I want to hear it.
Alright,
I
alright,
want
I'm
to
voting
hear it.
against,
10 seconds,
I'm
give him
voting
10
against.
seconds.
I'll just tell you the
10,
slogan.
9.
It said,
8, 7.
your business is our business.
That's good. That's good. That wasn't that good though.
No,
It
that's
was-
not that good.
yeah.
Well, again, that's why I was going to trash marketing degrees.
That was a stinker.
Yeah. Oh, got him.
I will
Nice.
not be insulted by a man who literally just ate cold baked beans. If anyone's going to be a stinker, it's you in 45 minutes.
Yeah, dude, you're eating cold.
That was not that funny, Keelan.
You're eating cold beans and milk, cunt. You're gonna be blowing fucking cold farts out your ass.
You're going to be like on nitros.
Yeah, but whose studio is it?
That's true. Just like crop dusting our fucking space.
Yeah, it's gonna become a toxic environment, and the temperature will drop. Yeah, that's what we need to talk about. So last week we talked about the curse, right? Obviously, and we talked about how Money Ryan came on the show, and then he went away, cut his thumb, ended up in hospital. Everyone, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, we'll just relax.
Getting comfortable.
Everyone who came on the show was afflicted by the curse. A bunch of the Misfits boys. Zuckles put his head through a TV somehow. That's obviously our fault.
I ran into him on the street
Yeah.
on the way to the shops near us, and I go, heard about that? I just yelled out to him, like, heard about the TV incident? He goes, was gnarly, eh?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I feel like you really undersold that. Didn't he literally break a $5,000 TV?
Yeah, no,
he
has to pay
laughed
for
it off.
Yeah, and that's what I aspire to be. Is like I can put my head through someone else's $5,000 TV, pay for it, and go gnarly.
That'd
That
ruin
happened
my
to me today. It'd be over.
Yeah,
I don't have $5,000.
I'd have to take out like a payday loan or something
Yeah,
like that.
I have to hit up Nimble. So anyway, on that episode, Jackson came on the show, who's been helping out with my stuff, to talk a little bit about the curse. And that night, after my show, he left when my show started, jumped on his motorbike, and was chased by two men who wanted to bash him for some unknown reason around roundabouts, a high-speed chase. And he's a learner on a bike. He just lost control, slid off.
Do you
and,
think the fact that he's a learner on the bike has anything to do with the road rage?
You're right. He deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but do you reckon he did something bad driving wise?
Maybe. I don't know.
like it'd be hard to get-
When he came up the stairs of my venue covered in blood, I didn't go, whose fault was it?
It's
You
true.
know?
I did actually. I
Oh, did
said
you?
who started the fight.
Oh,
But then I was wrong. He wasn't in a fight. He was
Yeah,
nice.
Keehlan had to drive him to hospital during my show. I didn't even notice. I was crushing so hard. I mean, you're lucky that you made it out because the stairs were crumbling
Yeah.
as I was demolishing the venue.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit.
What?
I burnt Kicks down.
What do you mean?
I was on fucking fire on
Really?
Saturday, dude.
That's crazy.
I started it.
Yeah.
Turns out my whole crowd's flammable. They were a fucking fire crowd. We started
Wow.
lighting up the function room that I'm doing my thing in. Then the bar catches fire. The alcohol just goes up like fucking that.
It's flammable. Yeah.
All of a sudden, and then I hear on the
nuts.
news,
Yeah.
venue in South Melbourne demolished the Rubber Chicken.
Again.
And I was like, again, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. They've stopped reporting it. That's how often it's happening.
I know. You know,
Yeah.
the insurance company is calling the owner of the Rubber Chicken, world's funniest venue, and telling them not to host me again, but he has to contractually obliged.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
keep
that's
rebuilding
fine.
it.
You're in a civil suit. You're being sued. That's fine. The cops rocked up to my house. Had to run out the back door.
Got arson charges.
I'm on the run again.
Oh shit.
For arson this time.
that's
Not for
crazy.
murder. It was killing last year. This year, I'm on fucking fire.
That's mental.
Yeah. So I probably should avoid bushfire affected areas like Port
Yeah.
Macquarie and stuff. They've had it too much.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tour there this year for your sake.
Man, it's pretty difficult being like just by far the best comedians in the comedy festival.
I
Like,
know.
You know, it's destructive. Think
sucks
of
for
how
the
much
venues,
money it's
though.
costing the city in damages.
I know.
You know.
That's where your taxpayer money goes.
Yeah.
Cleaning up after us.
Yeah. You know, there's been like some of the roads in Frankston are so fucked at the moment. They took all of the money out of the local council of Frankston's budget because the federal government's run out of money because they keep having to rebuild not even just my venue, the foundations. It goes deep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Must be a good show. People
a
should
great,
probably see it.
It's a great show. Bring a hard hat.
Yeah. High vis.
Once I get to that closer, the fucking, the frame of the building starts to rumble.
Yeah. People think that all the smoke afterwards is remnants of the fog bit. Still in the room?
No.
It's not. It's from the fire.
Because it's just straight fire.
What were you talking about?
I don't know, man. You had a rest. I'm having a rest now.
I met a coked up fan on the during the week.
There
I
we
was about
go.
to say on the weekend, but it was a weeknight.
Awesome.
I was out for a friend's birthday in South Bank, which is,
Yeah.
if you've never been to Melbourne, it's near Crown along the river. It's a very big private school energy. Like real St. Kevin's. I got some demons and rich parents.
Yeah, like
type
like they get on a
vibe.
tram and they start just chanting like the most horrific nursery rhyme you've ever heard.
Yeah.
And you know what always shocks me about when you see it happens like once every 2 years, some private boys' school will just be on in public chanting something horrifically sexist about how women are objects to be used. What shocks me about that as a public school student, you probably relate to it, is that they all know the words. Like every time I hear those nursery rhymes, they always go crazy because it's super sexist or racist or whatever it is. And I'm like, I've never heard that in my life. They must get chanted so often. at those private
It's
schools.
part of the
that
curriculum.
It just becomes part of your brain. Like they all know all of the words. I can't even like recite the words to some of my favorite rap songs that I listen to all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's what they teach at private schools. They
Yes.
teach that class, that's English, and then they'll in maths, in accounting, they just teach you how to ask your parents for money for the rest of your life.
And in gender studies, it's mostly about which gender sucks.
Yes.
And that's chicks.
Yeah. So anyway, I met one of these legends over the weekend, and look, he seemed like a nice guy. Look, these bars just are not my style at all. I rocked up. I was the only guy in the bar that wasn't wearing a collar.
Yeah.
I just not about that on a Thursday. You know, I just come from a show. I was meeting a friend there, and
It was a BDSM bar.
exactly, yeah.
Everyone's there wearing a collar,
Yeah.
getting whipped.
It was horny.
Yeah. A bunch of women wearing nipple tassels with leashes.
Not my style, and so expensive. Like we're talking like
leather. It's
exactly. Well, they gotta pay for the tinted windows somehow.
Yeah.
So I get to this part. All of a sudden I'm like, oh, this is odd. There's a huge queue for the men's toilet. This never happens at a bar. And then I realized quite
Happen at some
quickly
bars.
what's happening, and I go, "Oi, fellas, is anyone actually waiting to piss?" And they were like, "No, go through, brother. All good." I bypassed 10 dudes waiting to do coke in the toilets, right? And then on the way past,
funny.
some guy's like, "Oh, Luke Kidgel, big fan of the show. Like, just listen to the Andy Lee episode today." Pulls out what is I'm not going to lie, the biggest bag of cocaine I've ever seen outside of an episode of Airport Security. It was that level. It was smuggling level. You know,
like prison time.
okay, so like
amount.
I don't know much about drugs and stuff. I definitely might come off as an idiot right about now, but I'm pretty sure when people go out, I've never done cocaine, but they carry it around in like a little
satty
bag.
bags.
What are they called?
Sadie bag.
Okay.
I've been to a lot of Ozrap shows.
Yeah, okay.
I've never indulged, but I see them all the time. They're about, I don't know, about the size of,
Sure.
of like half the
Because
size
it's
of a credit
Quite
card.
expensive, and you don't need that much, I guess.
Nah.
This dude pulled out one of those primary school Ziploc recess bags full to the brim. Oh, well, is that like thousands of dollars?
Yeah. I mean, a little baggie can go
It's a few $100.
for a few hundred.
Going around in Sydney is like 2 grams of 300 or something ridiculous.
Yeah. That's why.
Oh, this dude would have had like 100 grams.
Yeah.
It's totally not all coke. That's like
Right.
definitely icing sugar for at least 50%.
Most of it's Omo.
Yeah, probably just washing powder. But anyway, he pulled it up. He's like, "Mate,
That's crazy.
want a bit?" And what I just wanted to bring it up on the show was he clearly loves the show, and he's probably listening now. And hey,
He's in prison.
maybe. Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if some people misinterpret the energy of our show, but
Yeah.
we've never done
No.
drugs.
Never have, and for me, never will.
and never will.
you know?
And even if I did,
yeah.
even if I was like the biggest cokehead of all time,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it with you. Guy from private school at bar I hate.
Yeah.
Who's
it's
queuing
just-
up with 10 other dudes.
Yeah. Whenever I meet like a fan and they offer me drugs, I go, so you're not a fan. You've seen one thing that I did. It's
But
really weird. It
he
happens
was like,
all the time.
that's what got me. It
Right.
wasn't like, from YouTube or Instagram. It was like,
I listened to
I
the show.
listened to the show and
Yeah.
he referenced a few things that we've done recently. So he's caught a few episodes recently.
Yeah. I mean, listen to how tired we are after 2 weeks of doing comedy. Could you imagine if we were also on the come down? Like, the
It'd
show
be rough.
would really suffer. Both the live show, I mean, the venues would be completely intact, you know?
Yeah.
They'd be fine. The shows would suffer.
Oh, yeah.
So, thank you very much for the offer. No, thank you.
Yeah,
Not-
but also, dude, someone lied to you when you bought that, or you're carrying around an amount that could get you 10 to 15 years.
carrying around a sandwich bag of Coke.
It
at a
was
bar
insane.
And showing everyone is wild.
The bar must know. You know those bars like where they definitely know what's happening in the toilets. There was guys doing it off the taps because they couldn't be bothered to wait for the cubicle, just off the sink and off the line of the tap.
Yuck.
It was some of the most
It's a
rampant.
miracle we haven't had a case for 30 days.
I know some of the most like rampant out in the open cocaine use I've ever seen, and I've been backstage at like Triple J music gigs before with friends and stuff who are in bands, and that was, I thought it couldn't get much bigger than Triple J,
Yeah.
quite successful artist.
The only time I've seen something more blatant than that was when I was at a Cursor show.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to say, but I'll continue. Cursor does his set and it killed it. It was fucking awesome. And then he leaves and finishes and the show finishes. And this guy starts yelling at me from the crowd. He goes, Lewis, Lewis, Lewis. And I was like, yeah. And then he just throws like this plastic bag. He goes, for Cursor. And it's just full of Xanax.
Oh my God.
And I was like, thanks, man. And I threw it back. And then he grabs it and he throws it. It's not for you. So he was a fan. I know you don't do Xannies, bro. It's for Cursor. And I was like, no, thank you. And then I ended up just taking it and put it in the bin.
Yeah. Good. You're a responsible boy.
Keehlan's shocked. He goes, oh, what a waste of perfectly good Xannies.
Oh, don't make me look like that.
You are from Frankston.
You're the one sitting with Zanny.
Yeah. Did we say that his name was Xander?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, that joke tracks. The joke makes sense. We can wrap it up.
I think that's it. Yeah, thank
Otherwise
you so
I'm
much for
gonna
listening. We're very tired, boys.
I'm actually going to go have a nap from the show.
Yeah. But it's going to be worth it because we have some really, really amazing guest episodes coming up. We have Andrew Hansen who's recorded. Frenchie has already come out or is recorded. And we have a bunch of other people locked in. We're going to try and get Alex Williamson and a bunch of other like really good gets as well. If there are people that are doing shows in Melbourne that you want us to get on the show, let us know. Sound off in the comment section below. We'll reach out and get as many people as we can and just bank them up and release them throughout the year because that's what we want to do.
Thank you all for bearing with us during this.
Yeah, the reason why these are sleepy is so that the actual live shows are not. So yeah, the show's rip. Come see us. And that one show that Luke is doing at the Rubber Chicken. The world's funniest venue. You can see the two of us in one night. That's the only
Same
time you can do
venue.
it. You got to buy tickets to both of our shows.
Back to back.
But you can see both of us. You can see me first and then Luke. That's the only time during the festival we'll be performing at the same place in the same night. If you want to knock us out in one go, that's the place Saturday night.
A few people asked why I added a show. It's because I was supposed to go to a wedding in Brisbane.
You haven't really added a show.
No, I did cancel one initially.
Yeah.
And I've re-added it because I can't risk going to Brisbane
Yeah.
and getting stuck there with your Rona.
Yeah.
So I'm not
You
going to go there.
animals.
So we're adding another one. All right. LukeHidgel.com, LouSpears.com. We hope to see you there. I'm also doing New South Wales and stuff. So yeah, thank you all for listening. You guys have just stopped listening. So. What was that? These nuts.